Hello everyone, Kuroiwa here, and today I'm gonna share my profile deck for Greedon, which is the Sire Devil deck if you call it that way. So this is the right line. So let's start from the right line. So the right line itself is pretty simple. It's the Taida. You can change it wherever you want, but for aesthetic wise, use him. It doesn't do anything. If it's only if you go second, you can draw another card. Really simple. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, and the second one we have Gumen, and its effect is if you've been routed by Boshoku on the grade 2, you can refill your Greedon and then you draw a card. So yeah, that's pretty good. And the second effect is if you put this guy to the soul using the Greedon effect, you can counter +1 and have a card restrict. Yeah, so your opponent can only, if your opponent want a card, they need to throw 2 cards in the same time. So he's pretty good. I like him. I win several matches with because of his effect, because my opponent's like, oh yeah, I cannot do that. I cannot card. So yeah, it's really good card. We bring more of this card on the deck. And then the grade 2 we have Boshoku. So what Boshoku does is when he's being ridden by Greedon, you put 1 card from your hand on the soul and then search this guy. So from the deck to your hand. So the target for that effect is usually the Greedon itself, so you instantly have 7 damage to you instantly have 7 damage, or maybe some like Incane or the Toad, which I will show you later. So yeah, there's a lot of cards that can be activated because of his effect on that turn. And then his second effect is static 5k. So you have multiple copy of him and you on 4 health or 4 damage, you got the static bonus of 5k for each of the cards. So if you have 4, you get 20k boost, which is why we bring 4 copy of this card. Yeah, and then let's go to the final red one, the grade 3, the Greedon himself. It's such a really unique deck. I really love this deck because it's how it's played. It's not crazy restanding thing. It's just Vanguard deck that you attack with your Vanguard, and you have another of this card on your soul. You basically have 7 damage, which is kind of cool. I really like that so much. You just can go first or go second because you can afford the extra damage though. So yeah, that's the introduction of the right line. You can get all this card from set 3, Advanced Intertwine. So if you want to shoot this card, you can get it from set 3. Alright, and let's start from the highest grade. So we bring another copy of Greedon himself, personal riding, 10k draw, really good. And basically your fuel from the 7 damage. So yeah, you always want to bring him on 4 copy, 1 on right line. So yeah, that's really simple explanation. And our first grade 2 is Boshoku. So again, this card is really good. If you put in the soul, you get static 5k, and because you are probably on the turn 3 or 4, you usually already have 4 damage, so you got the effect on. So yeah, that's really good. Just make your Greedon really big. And the next grade 2 from DBTO03. Okay, those all cards is from DBTO03. The Advanced Intertwine, the set 3, and this one of them is Sire Devil Muka. It's from set 3, same. It's only rare though, and its effect is if you put it from your hand. Okay, remember that it's from your hand. You can counter +1 and soul +2 and call 1 card from your soul. So it's your combo extender. And his second effect is if you personalize this turn, when your Vanguard attack, they get 5k boost. If you have I don't know, somehow 3 of this on the front, you get 15k basically. But usually that's not gonna happen. Usually only have 1 or 2. That's why, because yeah, again, it's kind of rare you have this kind of scenario, but well, worth mentioning. So yeah, trick of this guy, it's your combo extender, which I will probably show you or just tell you how it's worked later on. So sorry, it's 4 copy. My bad, it's 4 copy. I missed 1. Yeah, that's why I feel so weird about why it's all the 3. Yeah, it's 4 copy of this. Sorry about that, guys. And yeah, you want to keep seeing him because he's the combo extender. And the last one is from set 4. The last grid 2 is Cyadaphil Cannon. It's from DBDO04. It's from the Awakening of Chakrabarti set. This card is really good because again, this deck is you almost required to every turn to call for rare to use your Vanguard effect, and that's kind of really taxing from your hand because usually if you doesn't have any swarming ability, you burn your hand. You don't have any card in your hand and you cannot defense, you cannot do anything of that. So this is really good. It's double R only, and what he does is when you call, you can counter +1 and then call. Sorry, you can check the top of your deck and check it. If it's unit, you can call it on the rare, which is probably always unit. But the sad part is if you check trigger and you need to call trigger, but that's okay. That's sometimes it's okay, like whatever. It's gonna go to soul anyway. So yeah, this your board swarming, your board builder is really good. Bring 4 copy of this guy. You always want to see him because it's how good he is on this deck though. So yeah, 4 copy of Cannon. And the first great one is the Cyadaphil Goemon, the right line. So yeah, I already explained it. If you have him and you put in soul, counter +1, you get card restrict, and sometimes it's such a good game ended card because your opponent just don't have a card to guard and they need to. So yeah, really good card. Okay, and the next great one is the Frog. So what the Frog or the Cyadaphil Ink can do is when you put him in the soul, you can soul charge. The counter +2 and then soul charge 1 if you persona right, but he doesn't want to do that. You doesn't want to the soul charge sometimes, so it doesn't matter sometimes. But the main reason why you want him is because the counter +2 and then you get 1 drive check, so you get triple drive check and then 5k attack. That's the only one that you want to use a lot. And why did I not bring more of him? Because it's so taxing. It's really it's counter blast a lot. This deck is already counter blasting a lot and he just taking up 2 by himself, so that's why I bring 2. But sometimes on the turn 3 you want to use his effect. So yeah, it's pretty okay card. Bring 2 from set 3 is double R. And the last great one we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Cyadaphil Bubetsu, the newest card from the set 4. So this is your main combo enabler. It's the everything. You need this card, sadly. It's in triple R from the set 4. But again, if you have him, it's such a good card. It's the only reason why your deck can attack 3 or 4 times, or maybe sometimes 5 times, or triple Vanguard attack. That's why you need him so much. And his effect is when your other recard, which is if you have 2 of this guy and 1 of this go to soul or both of this on the soul, it's still counted as activating this 2 effect. It still proc this 2 effect, which is kind of cool. And then you can call a bunch of things from your hand. So yeah, this is your really important card. You need 4 copies of this if you want to play this deck the most effective way possible. Okay, and the next great one is from set 1 and it's just staple from DBDO04. Is the Gungan Ram, Soul Charge 1, Soul Blast 3 to draw a card. Simple, effective, and this card saved me several times on my local this Sunday because of I don't have anything anymore and I need to draw a card for better thing, and then I draw some good card and then put the board, and again it just saves you sometimes. So that's why you need to bring 4 of him. It's really good. And the last great one is the PG. So sadly you need to use this good PG. I'm saying that you almost cannot use the stock PG because the stock PG is not that good, and this deck is always burning your hand, always burning your resource, and usually you only left with 2 cards, and if your 2 cards is this PG, you still survive sometimes on the opponent's turn. That's why you need to bring 4 copy of this guy. So sorry to say that, but again, if you don't bring him, your chance for losing is really high with this deck. So yeah, 4 copy of the good PG. And let's go to the trigger. So as for trigger, we have Hades, Kalamaki Hat. Again, this is Vanguard attacking deck, so his critical is really appreciate, and then 10k static really appreciate too. What I was gonna say, such a really good offer trigger for your deck. You don't want to use the stock offer trigger because it's you can, but it's kinda not really effective on this deck. This guy is way better though. I'm sorry to say that, but that's how it is. And for trigger, I bring a copy of critical trigger. Crit win you faster. What can I say? 4 copy of this. You can just bring the Flint Slasher though. You don't need to bring this guy. I just have it lying around, so that's why I use him. Yeah, that's why. A crit. And for the next trigger we have draw trigger. Okay, I get it. You will say, wait, this is Vanguard deck. You drawing every single time. Why you want him? You don't want to deck out? Yes, I know there is the decking out, and if you don't like those, you can put front trigger. That's okay. But why I bring draw trigger? Because like I played local using front last Sunday, and I'm just hoping to this card to get hit so I can draw my combo piece. Because your hands always get burned every single turn. So that's the only reason why I bring her, because I need to draw in this deck just a little bit of draw, so I can get some more card going on to the next turn. If you don't like it, you can bring front, and that's completely fine too. And for heal, some people doesn't bring heal, but I'm not that confident, so I just bring heal anyway, because if you want to win this game, you want to survive, because the meta of the deck is the standing deck. So yeah, pretty forgot me. Okay, so that's all of it now. For the Greed on deck, it's such an interesting deck. I love playing with this deck so much. It's just cool. It's just cool and interesting deck. And what can I say? You want to make your health to 7 and you want to play some new deck, you can try Greed on. And that's it for this video. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.